Let's hope this works. So basically, I am out of power at my house. So what am I doing? I am filming inside my truck with this light here and hoping that my face is actually in frame right now because I got the flash. This is all the light that I have. So bear with me. Granted, it's actually kind of fitting for the video that I'm trying to do because I'm trying to talk about relationships today, which, oh, Lord help me. Yeah, so basically, relationships in high school fucking suck. Yeah, monetization's already out of the window. But I'm trying to bang out some videos and just trying to think about, like, hey, what can I make a video about that's actually, like, genuine and, people can actually talk about it. Or, can tell me, oh, yeah, you're fully wrong and you're speaking out of your ass. So basically, relationships in high school are one of, like, the worst things that could possibly happen. There's so much drama and, like, unrealistic, like, goals that are set for people. It's like in high school you want to be able to, like, actually, like, enjoy yourself and enjoy your friends and, like, the experiences that you guys are going to have, but, like, and you're also expected to have relationships with people and do everything like that. But the thing is, though, is it's so difficult purely for the fact that you have, like, these expectations that you put, like, on the person that you're dating or vice versa, and you're supposed to meet those expectations while still trying to compete with school and friends and everything else. And it's just a lot of added, like, extra stress that really we shouldn't be having and stuff right now. But hey, like, it's also part of what we have to do in order to, like, kind of grow up and experience life for what it really is. And the funny thing is, like, I kind of speak not out of experience, let's say, of my own, but I focus on the kind of experiences and stuff that I just, like, kind of help people with theirs. And there's so much drama behind it, like, oh, like, the fear of it being a toxic relationship, oh, the fear of trying to make someone else happy rather than actually finding happiness yourself and focusing on whether or not they're happy in the relationship and you're trying to carry it purely for the fact that you care about them more than they seem to care about you. I've had my fair share of experiences and stuff, and it's just, there's so much added drama that at this point it doesn't really make too much sense. You go through so much BS just to, like, having, some fleeting moments that are actually, don't get me wrong, the fleeting moments are nice. You get to experience these things, and it's one of the best experiences you'll ever have. But at what cost? Granted, I get it's part of life, and, the high school movies don't really make it out all to what it is because there's a lot more drama. Also, if you hear any traffic noises, that's because I'm on the side of the road. Yeah, take some appreciation for where we're at right now. It's pretty strong. But yeah, so it's just like you have these fleeting moments, and there's always this big focus on, like, oh, well, if I've been with this person for, let's say, a year and a half, that's a long time for a high school relationship. So now they feel this obligation in order to make sure that it's actually, like, fully what they want it to be. And then it's like, oh, if it does break off, rather than being able to walk away, it's like, oh, well, they're like my high school relationship, like, I have to fix it, and so on and so forth. And it's kind of ridiculous. People have kind of lost the mindset of, rather than, like, dating somebody to actually, like, kind of find somebody in the mentality of, like, wanting to be with them, it's now more like the status of, like, oh, yeah, look who I'm dating, or, oh, look what I'm getting out of them, or, oh, they have X amount of followers, this and that. No one actually goes to date somebody to actually find somebody to spend time with and enjoy it, rather than just, like, what can they get out of it. And that's more or less what relationships in general have turned into. It's more of a business transaction, like, now, especially with, like, how, like, everyone's just trying to pull as much as they can out of everybody. It's just this constant fight of, like, oh, what can I get out of you, and what are you going to take from me? And there's, there are a couple people left over who still believe in the mindset of dating someone to actually, like, find someone to spend time with and, like, to actually focus on a real relationship. But the thing is, though, is it always comes with the extra complications of, oh, they're leaving in, let's say, August. Right now we're rocking it in, June? Yeah, oh, they leave, like, early to mid-August. Oh, like, they have a lot of stuff going on that, they can't focus on purely for the fact that if they try to do a relationship, all that time that they would need for other things has to be put into that. So it's not only, like, a time obligation, responsibility, but it's also just, there's always these little nuances that make it a little bit more difficult. There's, you have the complications of, like, oh, how did you meet the person? How well do you know them? If you know them too well, does that make it difficult to actually date them because it's more of a friend relationship? There's so much added BS to the point where it's like, it doesn't really make it worth it, to the point you kind of just don't want to do it, and you kind of just want to have fun. This sounds kind of like a rant, like a rant and stuff, But right now I'm just trying to bang out videos. You know, it'd be cool to have like someone to like, I guess, quote unquote, like have a debate with, or kind of like, in the sense, like podcast it. Maybe I'll do that. I'll try and do that before the grades get finalized for this class. Let's try and get that done. Have to find somebody for that though. Yep, side notes. And this is the great thing, is when I don't actually have to script videos and I'm just kind of just going off the top of my head. I don't really think I'm pulling out a lot of uhs and yeses, you know, stuff like that. I think I'm actually just, you know, kind of pulling it out of my head and just going from there. But just relationships in general, you know, today for me, the day filming, I have no clue what today is actually. I think it's Tuesday? I don't know. Tuesday. Let's go with Tuesday. But like even today, there's, you know, small stuff, you know, I'm talking with friends and there's always these added complications of just trying to make sure that everyone gets what they need to. But the thing is, though, is when you're trying to balance not only what you want, but what somebody else wants, that makes it even harder. And not only that, especially if you're trying to, you know, not even just relationships, but just like friendships with a bunch of different people, trying to get everybody what they want and everyone happy is one of the hardest things to do. Especially with like groups of people and stuff, you know, like 4, 5, 6, 7 people. Trying to get everyone happy just so that they can like meet up at like, let's say like a group gathering and stuff is one of the hardest things, trying to balance everyone's schedule. There's guys that my previous school that I went to, which is down in the valley, there's guys there who I haven't seen in a pretty long time. And yet anytime we try and balance something to actually go and meet up, it's hard. Everyone's got different schedules, everyone's going to different schools, so it makes it hard. But the thing is though, is there is the nice bit about it where when you're able to actually get it so that everyone is together, it is one of the most memorable things. And that's one of the good things about high school, is despite all the issues and all the drama and all the, you know, sucky grades and the BS of, you know, oh, who did this and who did that, it's nice just to have the couple fleeting moments that you will end up actually remembering. And it's just the stuff that you kind of like hold on to. It may be some of the most stupid things too. There's like, you know, inside jokes that you have with friends that you may never see these people again. Don't get me wrong. Like, you may never say their name again, but you'll always remember those couple stupid things. Like, oh, there was that joke about, like, you know, I don't know, he used to hide in the closet, and, you know, things like that. It's just most random stuff. There's like nicknames that I have for certain people. It's just stupid, like table stand and little dip and just random things like that. It makes it all worth it in the end, purely for the fact that the relationships that you build, you know, even if they don't last forever, they're great for the time being. And I'm not going to say it's not going to come without issues. Issues are one of the biggest things that, you know, make it hard, but also make it one of the best things to have. You know, I'm kind of, you know, the funny thing is I'm speaking like this is like the end of my high school. Yeah, I'm a junior, so still got another year to go. I tried getting one of my senior friends to kind of just talk about like her senior experience and stuff. But she was being kind of a baby and just didn't want to get on camera. So there's that. But yeah, we're kind of just, you know, we're kicking it. We're talking about all sorts of stuff. And I kind of like these like videos, you know, even if no one watches them, like I could pull them off of YouTube and I'll still have them and be like, you know, 15 years down the line, wow, Nick, you know, in the past really needed to shave this horrible mustache and this horrible goatee. But he's talking about stuff that's happening, you know, for the time being, and it's just, what's nice is it'll bring back memories. That's one of the best things about high school is, like I said, just the fleeting moments that you have with people. And, you know, you kind of just go from there. People move on, people move away. It doesn't really matter. You know, you're just going to have fun and try and, like, enjoy it for as much as you can. And that's about it. I don't actually know how long this video is. I'm about to find out when I turn this off and turn it around, but, you know, that's it. Let's hope it's, you know, let's say 7 minutes. If not, maybe you'll see me come back. I don't know. Maybe I'll just cut this part out. We're about to find out. All right. Have a good night, guys. Peace.